Hi, thanks for joining me for another issue of Mortal Realms. Today we're looking at issue 8. Let's open it up and see what we got. Issue 8 comes with our Ballista, which is our first siege engine, and also a pot of Cantor Blue. So we'll be adding some more colour to the Stormcast, I guess. Let's open it up. So as you can see on this page, it comes with a loader and a spotter. Alright, let's get building. I'll get these figures assembled and then we can continue from there. They were super easy to assemble. So we have the Celestar Ballista and the two Sacristan engineers. On the left we have the loader and on the right we have the spotter. So let's move on to the painting. That looks like we're going to be painting all of the Stormcast again. So we'll start by getting the Ballista and the two engineers up to the same stage as the existing Stormcast that we've already got. Stormcast now, so I will collect all them together and we can move on to the next stage, which from the magazine is adding some Corax white to the skin and the underside of the cloaks. Finally getting some more colours onto it, making it actual battle ready. This is all the Stormcast figures that we're going to be painting in this issue. So let's get started adding the Corax white. The white is now done in all of these minis, so I'm ready to move on to painting the Cantor Blue. That is all the painting in this issue now done, so we're ready to move on to the battle report. I will say that for painting the blue, some bits, like this shield in particular, were very tricky getting in with the brush that I had. I will show you if I can find it now. The starter brush that came with the Mortal Realms magazines is now in this state, and I've got the premium one, so with the delivery that actually came after the current load that I'm working on, I got a small base layer brush which has got a much better tip on it, so I was able to get in to most of the detail. But as I say, with the shield and especially on some of the shoulder pad bits, like getting in between the lightning and the hammer and stuff, I was really struggling with. So my sister actually got me a fine tip detail brush, and this comes with two tips, so you got a 9mm and a 7mm, and that just made it so much easier. It took me actually a couple of sessions of painting to get all of these done up to the standard that I wanted, but I'm really happy with them now, so let's move on to the battle phase. Fire! Bellowed one of the Sacristan engineers. A Sigmarite bolt arced towards the advancing spirits, passing straight through three of them. The gates burst into clouds of dust and disappeared. The Glaivewraith Stalkers were soon moving towards them again. More spirits surged forward to replace the fallen. In the playthrough for this issue, we're seeing 4 Glaivewraith Stalkers facing off against the Celestar Ballista. The Glaivewraiths get first go on this, so we will begin with the movement. In this playthrough, we are being introduced to charging. So let's get their initial move out of the way. They'll be moving 6 inches. which is putting them between 7 and 8 inches from the ballista. So now we're going on to the charge, which could enable us to move up to 12 inches. We only need the 8, so we'll be rolling 2 dice, trying to get at least 8. If we're not successful in getting the 8, then the charge actually fails. So let's see what we can get. We got 10. I will change the camera angle so you can actually see what I'm rolling. There you are, so that's the 10 that I rolled. So we can move these all up into base contact. So this is actually an advantage to the Glaivewraiths now, because they need to get in as many attacks as they can before the Ballista has a chance to fire back on them. So they each get 2 attacks. Let's move the camera again. Leave it there so you can see the dice as well. So we are hitting on a 4 with these now. That's not much better. There we are. So we've got only 2 hits. And we are wounding on a 3. So that's 1 wound. The 2 engineers and the ballista work as 1 unit with a total of 7 damage. So we're down to 6 damage on that now. So play turns over to the ballista. So the ballista gets 1 ranged attack, hitting on a 3. You can't see that, but there it is. I just rolled a 3. So that is hit. And then chain lightning happens. A successful hit then inflicts d6 hits. So let's roll that again and see how many hits we get. So just the 1. It's looking lucky for the Glaivewraith so far. So 1 hit, and that is wounding on a 3+. So that's a 6. So that's 1 wound. We are removing 1 Glaivewraith for each wound. So I'll take away the furthest one from us. So the Glaivewraith are down to 3 now, meaning they have 6 attacks. So again, hitting on a 4. So 2 hits. Wounding on a 3. 1 wound. So Ballista is now down to 5 wounds remaining. It's their turn, so let's do this again. Hitting on a 3. That's a 4. Let's see how many hits they've got. Just 1 again. Glaivewraiths are being very lucky. Wounding on a 3. Oh, no wounds this time. Back to the Glaivewraiths. Let's see if their luck will continue. So 6 wounds, so potentially they could end it here. Hitting on a 4. I'll just show you that, because that is all 6 hits even, sorry. Let's see if they can get 6 wounds. Or at least 5, and then they could actually win this. So again, wounding on a 3. I need to get a tray so that I don't have to keep moving the camera for you. So we have 4 hits meaning that the Ballista unit is now down to 1. But they could get lucky, get 3 hits and wipe out the Glaivewraiths right now. So hitting on a 3+, that's a 5. D6 hits. They want this to be high if they're going to be successful. That's a 5. So now we're going to be rolling 3, 4, 5 dice. Wounding on a 3+. 3 hits, or 3 wounds now, and the Glaivewraiths are dead. Okay, that's 5 wounds. How unlucky is that? So that was a nice short playthrough this time. Not that any of the others have been that long so far, but hopefully as we're getting more figures in each issue now, we're building up to something bigger. So here's one last look at the winning unit. So here are the victors. They luckily managed to win with 1 wound remaining, wiping out the last 3 remaining Glaivewraiths on their final attack. So that's the end of this issue. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. Leave any comments on anything you'd like me to improve. I'll see you in the next one.